the rumor mill got spicy as well with the rumblings of JT Miller. Will he play? Won't he play? Is a deal getting close? So let me ask you, how close do you think a trade got this weekend for JT Miller?
It's really difficult to answer that because I received a ton of pushback from both sides about how close it was. There was never a formal request from the Vancouver Canucks to JT Miller and his camp to waive their no move clause. That said, I do think that the Miller camp, or at least Miller directly to the Canucks in conversation, and I think more likely Miller indirectly conversation to the Canucks, had indicated that the New York Rangers would be a preferred destination. So I think that they were able to get some work done on that front. But from a Ranger perspective, how close did it get? Varying levels depending on who you talk to. The fact of the matter is this: the Canucks were ready and willing to make a deal. That part was abundantly clear. And they have been for a couple weeks now. It seems like there's been growing momentum to get there. I don't think as of today that anything's imminent. And that said, I think now, because things fell through with the Rangers and because they were on a path and it didn't get done, and there's been so many names talked about, I don't think, just to put something to rest, I don't think the New York Rangers are moving defenseman Braden Schneider. That's been talked about a lot. I've been told he's one guy that the Rangers have no interest in moving. Could I see Andre Miller moving in a deal? Potentially, yes, I could. And I think that's a way better, more likely play. So wanted to just, put that out there. That said, this does give some other teams an ability to get involved. And in checking around, I had phrased the question this way. I said to one management group, were you involved in a JT Miller deal? And they said, oh, is that past tense, huh? As if, has he already been moved? Is he no longer available? And look, I think there's a number of teams that have followed up since then. And one team that I would keep a really close eye on, I'm not sure what they're willing to pay in order to make it happen, but if you're talking about a perfect fit or near perfect fit, keep an eye on the Carolina Hurricanes, because I think JT Miller is a Rod Brindamore type player that would fit in perfectly, that would add to them another dimension in the game breaker category that they kind of really just don't have. The tougher part in trying to make a deal like that is to have something fit that Vancouver is really looking for. You could move Marty Necas, yes, but how can you make their defense better? And also Necas isn't a center, so all of a sudden Vancouver gets pretty thin down the middle. All considerations to make, and I don't think this is an easy transaction any which way.
You mentioned Miller maybe indicating that the Rangers are a preferred destination. He has a full no trade clause, so if he does have the ability to block basically anything if he wanted to, how expansive do you think he'd get with his list? Like if the Carolinas or a New Jersey or whoever gets in, is Miller willing to be flexible?
I don't have a real good view of that. I would say that I think the list is rather limited.
What's up, hockey fans? If you enjoyed that video, then you need to be hitting the subscribe button right here at Daily Faceoff. Exclusive interviews and analysis from our hockey insider Frank Seravalli, fantasy updates from Brock Sagan, and a daily live show at noon Eastern, Monday through Friday. You don't want to miss any of the fantastic content, so hit that subscribe button.